Hello, my name is Jim. Welcome to my booktube channel about books, reading and stuff. In this video I'll give you my May TBR. There are 10 books on my May TBR, which is a bit ambitious. In April I finished 5 books. First on my TBR I've got The Master and Margarita by Bulgakov. This is a satire that was written during Stalinist times and was published posthumously in 1966 and 1967. The author died in 1940. I was interested to see Steve talking to Zach from the Brattle Bookshop on his channel, talking about this book and the significance of this book. I've heard a lot of people talk about it and I'm looking forward to reading it. Then we have Fevered Star. Fevered Star by Rebecca Roanhorse, who is Native American. This is a follow-up to Black Sun, which was a big success. It's a fantasy inspired by pre-Columbian America, and I'm looking forward to reading it. If I do read it, it will mean it'll be the second book I've read by Rebecca Roanhorse this year. Then we have A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. This was published in 1943, which will qualify for May of the Moderns. I heard about this on Marilyn Maya Mendoza's channel. It sounded intriguing. It was also very cheap on Kindle. Next, Deadland by Sara Paretsky. This is the 20th book featuring V.I. Warshawski, a private investigator who's working in Chicago. I read, I think, the first 6 or 7 of Sara Paretsky books about V.I. Warshawski, but I haven't read any for a long time. And I saw this again going cheap on Kindle, so I picked it up. I want to see if I still like Sara Paretsky's work. I found with Patricia Cornwall and her character Kay Scarpetta, the first novels were good, and then my interest in them waned after a while, but I'm hoping Sara Paretsky can still deliver the goods. Then we have East of Eden by John Steinbeck. This will be a reread for me. I don't do a lot of rereading. Last year I reread The Great Gatsby and enjoyed it the second time. I really enjoyed East of Eden when I read it about 30 years ago. I want to see how I feel about it now, and I want to get into more rereading. Then we have A Confederacy of Dunces by John Kennedy Toole. This, like The Master and Margarita, was published posthumously a long time after the author was dead. I've heard Greg on Another Bibliophile Reads enthused about this book, so it sounded intriguing, and again it was cheap on Kindle. I then have on my TBR A Dead End Job by Justin Alcala. I put together the May TBR before the end of April and I've actually finished A Dead End Job. This is about the character Death, who wants to take on an intern. He's persuaded by his IT guy Jumbo that he needs to take an intern on so he can have a break. This sounds very much like Terry Pratchett's Mort, but the vibe of the book is more like Harry Dresden in the Dresden Files. The character chosen is Buck, who is a hitman, a not very successful hitman in Chicago, again Dresden territory, and it's an entertaining read. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, and I'll link to my blog review in the show notes below. Then there's Homo Deus by Yuval Noah Harari. I've read 2 other books by Harari. I read 21 Lessons for the 21st Century and I read Sapiens, both of which I really enjoyed. Homo Deus is more of a slog for me. It's looking at how mankind might develop, how things like automation are going to affect how people live, and the idea of Homo Deus is that a superior range of humans will be created thanks to advances in medicine and genetics and things like that. I found it quite repetitive of many of the themes that were in 21 Lessons for the 21st Century, which I read before this. I'm nearly finished now. I'm about 75% of the way through. In a bid to increase my geodiversity, I picked up a couple of books. This is All the Names by José Saramago, who is from Portugal. I don't know much about this author. He did win the Nobel Prize for Literature. I hear he was a communist, but I'll see what he has to write about. And the other is The Black Book by Orhan Pamuk. I know a lot of Pamuk's work quite well. I've enjoyed most of it so far. Another Nobel Prize winner, Orhan Pamuk, is from Turkey. I don't know much about The Black Book, but I will find out. So, that was my TBR for the month of May. If you've got any comments, you can leave them below. Would you like to see Abby's new puppies? I'll come and show you. Abby has had puppies. Here are two of them. Instagram and Impossible. Okay, here is Abby with her puppies. She has 3. I can just see 2 at the moment, but there's a third one somewhere. Ah yes, the third one's sleeping. The other 2 are drinking. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe below, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.